Hey folks, sorry this video is a little late, but I had some New Year's stuff. So anyway, 2024 was a rough year for horror. While we got some good ones, the majority of the offerings were everything from middling and bland to downright garbage. The problem with most of the mainstream titles of this year are with storytelling and characters. The most interesting character we got from a horror release this year was from an indie movie and its third sequel. Art the Clown has already made himself a staple in the splatter genre and continues to do so with Terrifier 3. None of the horror movies released from the bigger studios this year have offered anything even close to Art. The silver lining is that we got some pretty good ones, which brings me to my top 5 movies of 2024. Starting out with number 5, Late Night with the Devil. This movie is a unique indie horror film that impresses with its 70s atmosphere and innovative take on the found footage genre, but ultimately falls short in delivering a satisfying scare in its final act. David Dalsmachian turns in a great performance, and although the horror isn't what most veterans of the genre would expect, it's a great movie for newcomers. Number 4 is Strange Darling, written and directed by J.T. Molnar, which is a gripping and refreshingly smart thriller that delves into the final days of a modern serial killer. Despite its modest $4 million budget, the film shines through its effective use of nonlinear storytelling, which enhances the suspense and depths of its characters. The standout performances by Willa Fitzgerald and Kyle Gallner, combined with a sharp script full of engaging dialogue and a clever twist, make this film a compelling watch. Technically impressive with its 35mm film aesthetic and thoughtful use of sound and music, Strange Darling subverts genre cliches while delivering a thrilling and thought-provoking experience. It's a breath of fresh air in the 2024 box office lineup, proving that heart and creativity can triumph over bigger budgets. Number 3 is Heretic. Heretic is a film that masterfully explores the psychological aspects of faith and belief, with Hugh Grant delivering a compelling performance as Mr. Reed. It starts strong with intellectual and unsettling dialogue between Reed and 2 Mormon missionaries, creating a tense atmosphere through conversation rather than conventional horror elements. Despite a somewhat disappointing ending, Grant's portrayal of a charming yet menacing character makes Heretic a thought-provoking and engaging cinematic experience. Number 2 is Robert Eggers' Nosferatu, which is a visually stunning and atmospheric reimagining of the classic tale, anchored by Bill Skarsgård's chilling performance as Count Orlok. The cinematography is a standout, delivering haunting, gothic visuals that immerse viewers in its eerie world. While the supporting cast, including Willem Dafoe, Aaron Taylor-Johnson, and Lily Rose Depp, delivers strong performances, occasional melodramatic moments by Lily Rose Depp, and a familiar, slow-paced narrative hold the film back. At over 2 hours, the runtime and dark tone occasionally feel excessive, and the film struggles to make a well-known story feel fresh. Though it falls short of being a masterpiece, Nosferatu is still a solid effort worth watching, especially for fans of Eggers' work or classic horror. And number 1 is The Substance by Coralie Fargeat. It's a psychological horror film that critiques the superficiality of Hollywood through the story of Elizabeth Sparkles, a fading actress who turns to a black market drug to regain her youth and relevance. Starring Demi Moore, the film explores themes of vanity, aging, and the toxic obsession with beauty, offering disturbing body horror scenes reminiscent of Cronenberg. While the narrative effectively highlights the tragic consequences of society's shallow values, the third act's surreal turn and extended runtime feel just a bit disjointed. Nevertheless, the film offers a biting commentary on Hollywood's relentless pursuit of the superficial at the expense of genuine substance. So that's it. I'm sorry again for this video's delay, but I'm sure most of you are also still waking up from your New Year shenanigans. I'm looking forward to 2025 and the offerings coming out. If you like this video, please consider giving it a like and subscribing to the channel. I'm hoping to do some live streaming in the new year, as well as review more indie offerings. Thanks again, and see you on the next one.